Hello students, welcome back. We are studying the first chapter GST rates. In the previous class, I have taught you all the different types of supply. In that we have seen some two types of supply. The first one we saw is taxable supply and non-taxable supply. Taxable supply means such supply on which GST is imposed, and non-taxable supply means such supply on which GST is not imposed. Next we have seen zero rated supply. Zero rated supply meanings there is no tax charge on such supply. Now what kind of supply they mean here? This mean the supply means whenever you export goods and services, it is called as zero rated supply. Whenever you supply goods and services or both to a special economic zone developer or special economic zone unit, keep in this mind special economic zone developer or special economic zone unit, again such supply is called as zero rated supply. In this video we shall study now exempt supply. So what do you mean by exempt supply? Exempt supply means goods or services which attract nil rate of tax or which may be wholly exempt from tax. So they mean here whenever you supply goods and services, you need to check out what goods and services are supplied, whether such goods and services come under the category of exempt supply. Now what is exempt? Exempt means in the previous semester while we were studying the principles of GST or the slab rates, I've explained you that GST was imposed keeping in mind the common man of our country. GST is a equity based tax. Equity based tax means they have kept in mind justice and kindness to the poor, meaning GST is equal to the rich as well as the poor. Okay, so any common man, any poor man of India should be affordable. Okay, he should be able to buy goods and services of basic necessity like food, clothing, shelter. Okay, without paying tax to government. So the necessity things, the things that the things that are basic needs for him like food and all, he shouldn't pay tax through that. Okay, so for example, your rice, your dal, your vegetables, your fruits, your chicken, your meat, your egg, your milk and milk products, okay, on such materials you are not going to pay tax to government. Okay, such goods and services are exempt from GST. Clear? So whenever there is supply of such goods and services which are exempt, which are out of GST, such supply is called as exempt supply. Okay, then according to section 2 subsection 47 of GST Act, there is a definition given here. Exempt supply means supply of goods or services or both which attracts nil rate of tax or which may be wholly exempt from tax. So they say that such goods and services which attracts nil rate of tax. Nil rate of tax means there is no tax charge on such supply, or such goods and services are wholly exempt from tax. Wholly means they are totally out of the taxation. Okay, then under section 11 and under section 6 of the Integrated Goods and Service Tax Act. So under section 11 and under section 6 of IGST Act, there are certain conditions, there are certain goods and services which they have stated which are wholly exempt from tax. Understanding? They mean that under section 16, under section 6 and under section 11 of IGST Act, there is a list of goods and services on which are totally exempt from GST. So exempt supply means what? Such supply which attracts nil rate of tax or which are wholly exempt from tax. Clear? Then they give you a proper definition here in points. So exempt supply includes what? Non-taxable supply. So we have studied this in the previous video also. Non-taxable supply means such supply of goods on which tax is not leviable. So okay, so those, it can be those goods which are outside the purview of GST. So exempt supply also includes your non-taxable supply like goods like petroleum, electricity, alcohol, etc. Then it also means supply attracting nil rate of tax. So it is again the supply of goods and services on which there is nil rate of tax. Nil rate of tax means they on which tax is not imposed. Then supply exempt under section 11 of GST Act and under section 6 of IGST Act. So they say that exempt supply includes those goods and services which are mentioned under section 11 and under 6 of IGST Act. Okay, it includes non-taxable supply. It includes non-taxable supply and supply which have been exempt under section 11 and under section 9 of GST Act. Under this section of government specifies certain goods and services which are exempt either absolutely or subject to certain conditions, the tax liable thereon. So they say that here non-taxable supply includes certain goods and services, okay, which have been specified by the government or the GST Council. Okay, so the GST Council or the government has stated some goods and services under the section 11 and under section 9. So in the under section 11 and under section 9 they mention certain goods like milk, fresh foods, vegetables, rice, dal. So why these goods are mentioned here? Because these goods are of basic necessity for a common man. Okay, so certain goods and services have been mentioned by the government or by the GST Council, stating that on these goods and services there should be no tax charged. Okay, so this is called as exempt supply. Next one we study here is nil rated supply. What is nil rated supply? Nil rated supply means goods or services on which GST rate is 0%. So remember the slab rates now. Slab rates meaning, so the slab rate is 0%, 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. So in this, zero rated supply means this one. So the goods and services on which 0% tax is collected is called as nil rated supply. I'll read it for you. Goods or services on which GST rate is of 0% is applicable and called nil rated goods or services. Such goods or services on which GST rate is 0% is applicable are listed in Schedule 1 under GST rate schedule. Okay, so in the previous semester also we have studied the schedules, schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3 and schedule 4. So in that schedule 1 only they have mentioned the list of all goods and services on which there should be 0% of tax. Okay, they give you the example for you like salt. Okay, there should be 0% of tax charged on salt, jaggery, live sheep. It's not SHIP, it is SHEEP, sheep and goats, natural honey, etc. Okay, so these are the goods or services on which 0% of tax is charged. Next we are having here we are having a we are having here the table which gives you the clear idea about in between the four kinds of supply. So here we are having nil rated supply, zero rated supply, non taxable supply, exempt supply. Okay, so first one is the meaning here. Nil rated supply means on which goods and services are not charged, or you can say that goods and services on which 0% tax is applicable. In zero rated supply we have seen zero rated supply means whenever there is export of goods and services, or whenever you supply goods and services to a special economic zone, in that case it is zero rated supply. And non-taxable supply means such again on which GST is not leviable. And exempt supply means which does not attract GST. Okay, then next is nil rated supply are listed under schedule 1 of the GST rate schedule. So in the GST rate schedule we are having 4 schedules. In that, nil rated supply goods and services are mentioned in the schedule 1. In zero rated supply is mentioned in section 16 of IGST Act. Non-taxable supplies are those goods and services which are kept outside the purview of GST. Example, petroleum, alcohol, okay, electricity. And exempt goods and service, exempt supplies include nil rated supply. So exempt supply includes nil rated, okay, nil rated supplies, then non-taxable supplies, etc. Then what are the examples for this? Examples are example for nil rated supply is grains like your rice, dal, okay, wheat, jowar, salt, jaggery, etc. Then example for zero rated supplies, export of goods and services to America, export of goods and services to China, supply of goods and services to a special economic zone unit or a special economic zone developer. Example for non-taxable supply is like petroleum, alcohol, natural gas, electricity, etc. And here the example is bread, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, fresh milk, curd, etc. Now what about input tax credit? I have told you the meaning of input tax credit. Now here nil rated supply, input tax credit benefit is not available. No input tax credit is available in case of nil rated supply. But in case of input tax credit, in case of zero rated supply, you will get the benefit of ITC. In case of non-taxable supply, again there is no benefit of ITC. In case of exempt supply, again there is no benefit of ITC. Keep in mind, ITC benefit you will get only when you are paying tax to government. Understanding? But in this case, in this all case, you are not paying tax to government. But when you are doing zero rated supply gives us more importance because we are exporting goods and services here, and through export our country is going to benefit. So government gives you some relief or government gives you some concession not to pay tax to them, still to get the benefit of ITC. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you.